I Say You Say is heard only on WCTR. Be thankful. Enjoy listening to Mental Patients. Area 53 is next.
Is your child really an alien? Has the future already happened somewhere else? And finally, is cheese the latest weapon in the battle against communism? We explore deeper, much deeper. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Prepare to be appalled. Hello?
Yes, hello. I would like to talk about a conspiracy.
Okay.
It starts with food and our toxic culture, these chemicals in our bodies. You must flush them out, Marvin. First, start by masticating.
Did you say masturbating?
Listen again, Marvin. Am I lisping here? Masticating vigorously. To really cleanse, you're going to have to do some yoga. The cleansing properties of doing yoga with a garden hose up your ass cannot be exaggerated. Marvin, it's time for your down dog to really have a tail.
I was wondering when my career would hit bottom, and now it's here, right before my eyes. Stuart is on the line.
I think everyone out there will agree that the Russians are in charge now. Foreigners are behind that Exorbio handheld gaming device to decrease our productivity and make our thumbs useless so our kids can't fire machine guns.
I hear what you're saying about video games. People are dying every day of malaria, and it's all because of the messages planted in our minds from that degenitron in the 80s. Line 18. Hello.
Okay, man. I warned you. I've been over to the other side.
What are you talking about, buddy?
I've been inside everything, seen everything. Remember the first time you did mushrooms? There are aliens living in the state. Aliens, and I've held them in my own hands. Everybody, go to the desert, beg their forgiveness.
How do you know all this?
I went to the camp. Believe what you want to believe, but ask yourself, why should I make this up?
The only thing I want to ask myself is how I can keep you off future shows. Oh, God. Kevin, hello. You're on the air.
All the missiles are under my control, not the government's control. Why do you think they put me in solitary confinement for 8 months? Because I can launch nuclear missiles by just whistling into a phone.
Really? Great. Could you wipe out all the other radio stations in town for me?
Hey, I don't do that anymore. I only use my powers for good.
Ah, look, this isn't a cartoon or a TV show. Let's get real for a second. The problem with people like you who have superpowers is that you really don't use them for good. If I had superpowers, everyone would be naked. And women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. All right, going to the conspiracy line.
Yeah, this is Montag.
Okay.
My name's Montag.
Oh, yes, I got that.
Hey, have you ever leveled a house with a helicopter?
No, but...
That'd be really cool. I thought you were a DJ. You used to talk more about killing people with helicopters. I prefer electric cables, tightly wound around people's throats, watch them go blue in the face.
We have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Trill. You're leaving Area 53. Kiflam. Careful.
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept.
The news, and all the other things that really matter to you, like people dying.
Lady on fire, bodies everywhere,
And explosions.
is hanging from the trees. This accident is really cool.
WCTR.
Sounds like you got a nasty cough.
Yeah? No shit.
Here, baby, try this.
Soothed?
Yeah, Soothed annihilates cough and cold symptoms.
Wow, I'm seeing donkeys.
That's the patented cough killer combination of codeine, morphine, and alcohol. Your cold will be history. How's your cold now?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your wife, fool.
Soothed kills a cough fast. And for the kids' chesty cough, it's Soothed Junior, the medication that comes in a fun, animal-shaped container kids will love.
Hey, look at me. I'm binging on medication just like Dad.
Oh my God, he's barely breathing.
No, that's just the medicine doing its magic.
Thanks to Soothed, his cough is history. With Soothed, you'll forget you had a cough, your name, or where to properly go to the bathroom. Feel better fast with Soothed.
And now, the #1 show for vegetables on the radio, Gardening with Maurice.
Okay, we are back in the garden. I'm Maurice, and we must answer nature's call. Going to the phones. Greetings, garden lover. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Trish.
Okay, is that short for Patricia?
Yeah.
Oh, then what I asked is what your name was, not the nickname your skinhead boot-wearing friends call you at the rallies. Maybe you You should do less drugs and learn to try a bit harder. Next caller!
Hi, my name is Colleen, and my husband has a topiary problem.
Ooh, this sounds serious.
Well, he started off small scale, just recreational usage, you know, doing horses and cockerels, the odd unicorn, but it's kind of gotten out of control.
How so?
He just can't stop. I mean, people think it's all fun and games, but what happens when the party stops? What happens then?
Okay, just hold the phone and get a grip, okay? At my house, when the party stops, we pay the gimp, get rid of the sailors, and 15 men start crying in unison.
Well, that's your business. My husband's reached bottom. It's terrible. Giraffes, lions, elephants, rhinos, all of them carved out of hedges. Penguins, dogs, velociraptors, you name it, he's made a leafy version.
What could be more natural than a man trimming a hedge into the shape of an animal? Very therapeutic. Makes a man feel like a god. When you can twist nature to your own perverse entertainment, then you know we've won. Eat me, Darwin.
But now he's trimming bushes into a spaceship, a rocket, and a lance. He runs around with hedge clippers and screams, "Trim that bush! Get our neighbors!" He even fashioned a shrub into a kangaroo with a pouch, and he sleeps inside it some nights. Oh, he's freaking out on Bush. He needs help. Please, you gotta help me. I hate hedges.
Well, the Romans loved topiary, and look at their contributions to society. But as they say, if the grass is greener in the other fella's yard, then you bang his college son when the dad's out of town. Okay, next caller. Whoops, hold on a second, I'm blossoming. There we go, all done.
My name's Henry.
Are you blossoming?
I guess I am. I've really come into my own in the past few months since I joined a cult and began tithing money in exchange for spiritual happiness and letting everyone take turns on my life. Anyway, I have a lovely garden, mostly carnivorous plants. A Venus flytrap reminds me of my mother. She's in prison now. Anyway, it's so fascinating how it catches animals and eats them. I started with flies, and now mine can swallow a whole squirrel. Or a small horse if I chop it in half first.
Have you tried any experiments on human beings?
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Good man! Good man! See, the secret of nature is once something is at the height of beauty and potential, it is time for it to wither and die. A bit like the British Empire. Look at that whole place withering and dying right before our eyes. It's run by a queen, and if she had a pistol, she'd be the king. Luckily in this country, we don't know the meaning of the word hubris. But hell, I'm all over the place here. It's so easy to get out of control when you're doing something that comes natural. Line 2, you're on Gardening with Maurice.
Yeah, my name is Terrence.
Can I call you Telly Welly?
Sure, I guess. I'm growing flowers, but sometimes I get really angry and fly off the handle from the herbicide. I don't mean to. I say, I didn't mean it, baby. You'll be all right. Then I cry and wear diapers for 2 days.
A flower is nothing more than an educated weed. And like all weeds, all living things need to be extinguished. Like a life support machine or a cigarette, which I won't be able to smoke. Fascists in the state government have anything to say about it with that damn Proposition 421. Tobacco is a plant, people. And if it comes out of the ground, we should be able to smoke it like coal and opium. Next caller.
Yeah, I got a question. Why is everybody on the radio named Maurice?
God, I pray to the great gardener in the sky that you've been fixed. I hope they snipped your nuts off, because spreading your seed could be a disaster. Do you have a question? A question? God, so many vegetables on this show. Tards.
Yeah, that guy was talking about bugs and plants that eat them. I got a better solution. Put pesticide in the sprinklers. My kids love it. I mean, the ones that live.
You're on Gardening with Maurice.
Yeah, I heard what you said about bonsai trees. You know what? You can stick that green thumb right up your ass.
Oh, yes! Another man who grows miniature plants so he can feel like a giant. A real man loves enormous trees that he can have his way with. chopping them down and using the wood to fashion rocking horses and suggestive whirly gigs. Okay, we're running out of time. Literally. But again, like a seed sown in a hurricane or a mushroom spore from outer space. I'm Maurice. Until next time, dig a hole and plant yourself.
That was the show that generates more phone calls than any other on WCTR. Gardening with Maurice. Want to be too scared to go outside? The news is next.
Leanne Forget, WCTR state-controlled news. Pravda, breaking news. Is skateboarding making your son impotent? And how to find out. Today's top stories. Why hatred is good for you. Foreigners, worse than we thought. And our top story concerns the death of recently cleared police officer Frank Tenpenny. His body was found in the aftermath of the recent riot set off by his acquittal. Coroners took several days to identify the body, which had been mutilated and stripped by the homeless. More on the riot of the century. How do we keep it from happening again? Richard is on the streets with rescue workers.
Leanne, I don't know if you've ever covered a riot, but the scene here is amazing! Rescue workers are opening up a car with the jaws of life right here. It is so cool! Hey, shut up, bitch! I'm interviewing! You're ruining my report, shut up! Hey, rescue guy, come here. Richard Burns, WCTR. How's it going?
You dumbass, I'm trying to save this woman! Get out of here!
I'm trying to save this woman, stick back. Yeah, well, see if I give you any beers from my news truck, you overpaid prick. Leanne, this town's gonna need some healing. Back to you. Hey, why don't you use the jaws of life on your fat wife, dude? Did you hear me rank him? That was rad.
I'm so glad you're okay, Richard.
Hey, baby, are we off the air? I looted some great stuff for our apartment. A fat bearskin rug, a new blender, a double ender,
Currently, we have no more information. And in entertainment news, the comeback of the year. Disgraced drunkard Mad Dog, who was recently saved from jumping to his death by a mystery assistant, is on top of the charts with a new album and a sellout tour plan.
Yes, people, the wait is over. Mad Dog is back. On the top where I belong, baby. Number one. Now I want to set the record straight at this point. I've been hearing all kinds of shit like I was drunk and I was on some drugs and I had a breakdown or some shit. I was never in a hotel in Las Venturas. That's bullshit. They just hating on the player, man. They've been hating on me since I was in baby shoes. I was in the studio, yeah, took a little time off. I watched y'all rappers get out there and try to do your thing, but now I'm ready to drop this dog shit on your whack-ass rappers. I got a new manager, his name is Carl Johnson, and we gonna take this rap game to a new level by storm for the second time. Yeah, bitches, sign up right now and get in my whole roster. It's gonna be big. Yeah, take a number.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. This is the end and a new beginning.
I'm running on air. I'm walking on clouds. I don't exercise.
I don't care. Pompous.
I paid top dollar for these incredible high-technology polyester shoes to walk around the mall and shop for more sports equipment I won't play sports in. I need to get more from life. Much more. I need to get high, really high. High on air. Oh yeah, these Air shoes really pump up.
That's right! You can now buy some air! The science of sports and marketing results in a shoe that pumps. Sounds silly to you? What if we told you that Air's Pump Up would improve your game by 300%?
But I don't have a game.
You gotta have game. Be a winner.
Pump Up and Slam Dunk!
Oh yeah.
God, the size of your shoes.
You'll shave seconds off your personal best!
Oh yeah! You mean I can whack off even more times a day?
Absolutely! Probably 5 times more, because you'll be walking on air! You'll feel so much more athletic after pumping up your shoes, you'll automatically lose weight and feel high-tech, just like the sports stars! You are a star!
Now you're a winner with air in his shoes.
Now I can reach for the stars! I've pumped up...
Hey, Brain, you talk too much. If you look out the window, you will notice your car is on fire.
Oh my God!
tired of hearing women on the radio with bad advice. Because if you close your eyes, you can be loving anyone, especially on an airplane bathroom, and people are knocking at the door, and you keep flushing and flushing. Let's think about it. Whose heart is on the line? Love is finally in the air.
Hi, I love the show. I'm in a great mood. My mistress just got her period.
I love that day.
Anyway, I love my wife. I have 18 children and...
Why do you have so many children? Are you a man with a fire in his lungs and a whore in his tongue?
Well, I can't really talk about that. I'm passing on a tradition. Raising little soldiers. Kipling.
You sound like you enjoy the fetal position and sucking your thumb.
Wow! How'd you know?
I always know. It's fine. Fernando loves to suck his thumb too. It's so hot and sexy, baby. Love yourself first, and then focus on others. You're number one. Your spouse is number two. And in the ultimate scenario, they're number three. And number two comes from Las Venturas phone book after you see Fernando's ad in the classified. Maybe we leave that for now, amigos. Line 8. Basic. Draw on the moon and pull warm hearts. Fernando Martinez.
Speaking of number two, I totally love my boyfriend, but like, this one, I don't know what to do.
Yes, cars and bands have a lot in common. A real man leaves his mark like a stallion.
But I mean, I smell it, but I don't say anything. And he just rolls down the window and acts like it's all cool. Well, it's not cool. Why do men have this problem?
Fernando learned this years ago while playing emotional music. Inside every great man is a wounded little boy full of fire. Fire from his ass, climbing trees, blowing up frogs, beating up slow classmates, sleeping with your friends. All in the day's work. It is life. It is love. It is better than words. On the mind of 940 is a guy who calls himself Carpenter Chris.
Hell yeah, I'm a carpenter. I drink all day and nail 2x4s.
Oh yes, little people need love more than anyone. I have one client who calls me all the time. The girls complain he's stuck in the 70s. Let's take another call. Fernando is in charge, riding the phone like a cheap Lucy. Line 6.
Hi, I've got a very extensive pornography collection. It's...
I mean, racing teams should be sponsored by things that are family friendly, like hard liquor or cigarettes, not the reason my wife ran off with that cop.
What? Hey, screw your wife, pal. Probably a lot of guys did. This ain't Lonely Hearts. I mean, let's stop showering each other in golden sports drink and get this ball back in play. Hello, caller.
Derek, that caller talking about biathlon is sick, I tell you, and unnatural. This town has never been the same since they had the Olympics here years ago. Kids playing javelins like ancient Greeks, people running with burning torches, throwing hammers. What kind of man wakes up in the morning and says, I'm gonna go throw hammers for a living? Ooh, the long jump. Look at me, I can jump really high. Great, I have a gun. Wanna fight?
It's distracting us from our primal urge to paint your face with war paint, whip yourself into a sweaty, gigantic frenzy, and then go annihilate and hospitalize complete strangers. Then you bang a bimbo on the sidelines. Bang, bang, bang. Look, I loved high school football, and I love gymnastics. Hey, Jack from
Yeah, how come you don't talk about the best sport of all, horse racing? I mean, tiny, angry people on horses? How can you go wrong?
Hey, I don't ride anything bigger than me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I never got into rodeo, man. I mean, first off, why would you ride a bull? Go find a big girl. They can use the attention, and that's all we have time for. Okay, hey, I'm Derek Zachary. Till next time, play safe, people. Go, baby, go team!
You're listening to WCTR. Or maybe you aren't. Maybe you became so offended that the tight end zone has no female callers that you changed stations. I know I would, and have. I'm not here anymore.
I love my kids more than anything.
Which is why Mom keeps me clinically obese, so I won't run away.
That's where Cake comes in. My sister's son got to 18 and just ran away. She was brokenhearted. Now me and little Joshua celebrate every day with Cake. He's my number one, and he knows it. Now he's not running anywhere. Why not celebrate with Cake every day? Celebrate Cake.
The most boring show with a brand new host. Entertaining America with Laszlo.
Welcome to Entertaining America on WCTR with me, Laszlo. So, the media. You may hate us, but I gotta tell you, we hate ourselves more. And stop accusing us of being liberal. What a load of crap. This station is owned by Ammunition. I mean, have you ever heard anyone complain about guns on this station? Hosts are getting shot by them all the time, but it just gets glossed over. But it also means I now have a job. If you're afraid of your mortality and never want to die, here's the solution. It's a man who's got all of America talking with his unique approach to spiritual matters. He's helped thousands, or so the press pack tells me. Chris Formage, founder of the Epsilon program, is here. Hello, Chris.
Kiflam, brother.
What does that mean, man? So, Epsilonism, is it a load of crap, or is it the future?
Well, what do you think, Laszlo?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I grow my own religion. That's just why I don't know, as I'm kind of spaced out. I mean, but you guys run around chanting lip balm.
It's Kiflam.
Well, whatever. Both sound addictive to me. You know, only popular people are addicted to either. Let's go to the phones.
Hey, Chris, Epsilon sounds awesome. But if you read the fossil records, hunter-gatherer dudes had it made. I mean, who wouldn't want to drag their women around by their hair? They smoked anything they could find. That's like so freaking cool. Then all the men would like disappear for days at a time, and you'd only hear beasts shrieking in the distance.
You know, I went to a museum once. That guy's got a point.
Points are irrelevant, Laszlo. Let me ask you something. Do you want to be happy, Laszlo?
What kind of question is that? Yes, obviously.
Then why do you mock the happiness of others?
Well, I mean, this is Vinewood. We're all supposed to be like psychotic and dog-eat-dog and, you know, bang your best friend's wife. I mean, I'm with that last guy. We all have a primitive side there, Chris. I mean, you should have heard the music I used to like in the 80s. It was hysterical.
What's hysterical about being descended from a sponge and not knowing it? What's funny about being told that the world is millions of years old when in fact it's only 157 years old, fact, and its age does not change?
There's nothing funny about that. It's just weird. You know, that voice of yours, man. Holy shit. I can believe anything you say.
My time has come, Laszlo, and so has yours if you let it.
Well, you know, that sounds good to me. Hey, wait. Are you gonna try to sign me up for the military? That happened once before. I mean, I'm into killing people, and I can say, I'll cry when I'm done killing.
Listen, my friend, you can mock, but I know the truth about you. I can see past your jokes into that scared little boy beneath. You, my friend, like a lot of other people, are being lied to.
I totally agree with you, finally. Inversion therapy. I owe my mom a huge apology.
Listen, pick a new set of lies. Mine are better. Let me ask you something. When did you last get laid, Laszlo?
Lies. Listen, look, I'm not an egg.
I got laid this morning by twins. They each laid an egg, and I formed out of them.
What are you talking about? Great, a horny cult leader with a breakfast fixation. I love it. You know, I'm thinking of a cult centered around grits. Oh, wait, sorry, there already is one, and it's called the South.
For the last time, this is not a cult, Laszlo. It's a fellowship of like-minded adults who tithe money in exchange for salvation and merit badges. Every single thing we do is voluntary, including the swinging and making things up.
Why is this whole town obsessed with swinging? Let's go to the phones.
Hey, Laszlo, love the show, man. Hey, I really love to make out with hot chicks in church.
Perfect. Join us. We've put a price on salvation, and it's a price worth paying, believe me. Look, if you crave sexual conquest, family betrayal, class warfare, and really feeling like you are a part of something, then just do it. Just do it. It's so easy. Join the Epsilon group.
Chris, stop trying to recruit people. I mean, you even say you just make this stuff up. Let's go to the phones.
Hi, Laszlo?
Darius Fontaine, look, I told you to leave me alone.
Look, it was an unfortunate incident that happened to your mother, but I was quite clear. Grandmother, not mother. It's your fault it doesn't work.
I nearly went to prison, man. What you told me to do is illegal in most states.
Whatever. Look, Chris Formage is a liar and a cheat. He made it up. It doesn't help anyone apart from him. The fact is, people need to face their fears. Remember, I always say that. Face your fears. Don't run away.
Darius Fontaine can kiss my ass.
Oh, you'd like that? Would you like that?
I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because you are the devil. People aren't really afraid, you know. Yet you make them kill their families.
Fears have to be faced! That's what I always say. Just ask Laszlo.
Hey, don't bring me into this ruckus, Darius. This is between you two wackos. I mean, and you stay away from me, Darius. I've got a restraining order, dude.
Laszlo, the only way that you can really communicate with your ancestors is to pay someone like me. Just a second. I want you to try something. Touch my cane.
This whole town, man. I think you've seen too many movies, dude.
You can be happy. Listen, join us. Be famous. Find your true self. Have a breast, nose surgery, whatever you want. Lie with 9 new partners a week. It explains everything. If there are no women, make them. From sand, from garbage, out of thin air. The rich cry too, Laszlo.
Well, that's an interesting theory that sounds like it was formulated with pharmaceuticals. But, you know, I would like to find about being rich and crying, because right now I'm just poor and crying. But this is the West Coast, you know? I'm all into lesbians, man.
It's destiny. Vinewood only lets you down. In the Epsilon program, there are no series finales. It goes on and on and on. We don't abandon you.
Well, we're gonna have to abandon this show. Great, my first show and a dude nearly kills me. Now I'm being harassed by a former sociology professor and an alcoholic turned self-deifying cultist. Please, I gotta get back to the East Coast. This has been Entertaining America with Laszlo on WCTR.
Culturally, this country is flatlining. Now you know why.
Hi, what are you afraid of? Heights? Flying? Polio? Whatever your fear, it's time to face it. Hi, I'm Darius Fontaine, the creator of Inversion Therapy. For years, we've helped patients get past their deepest and darkest fears and get on with their lives. Just listen to this.
I was having really dark thoughts. I wanted to sleep with my mother. Now that I've done it, I don't want to anymore.
Incredible! But, you know, it works. That's inversion therapy. Fear it, face it, do it, conquer it! Got it? Just listen again.
Yeah, okay. I was terrified of my children being harmed, so I stabbed them. Didn't hurt me that much. Yeah, now I'm not afraid of anything.
That's another life saved! Woo! Inversion therapy works! I know. When you take your fear head on, then it's time to move on. I'm Darius Fontaine. Call me today. I'll change your life. Promise. Call 1-866-FACE-FEAR.
If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's the Wild Traveler next.
Hello, I'm James Batista, world traveler, and this is the Wild Traveler. From Peru to San Andreas in 8 days by the moon, often while lounging around gardens, we forget the brave workers worldwide who toil day and night for the products we consume. Some are even so dedicated to our happiness they carry products in balloons shoved inside themselves to appeal to the world. We go to the phones. Yes, we do.
I can't believe you actually recommended we go to Barbados on our honeymoon. It was insulting. You were poor people. I didn't invite you to away from poor people.
Barbados is
Look, I want to be very honest. I'm not racist. Just careful. I like all-inclusive resorts. You can eat as much as you want. You run a nice radius. And the only interaction you have with the local is if you need a cocktail or just spice in the bedroom with your husband.
Well, that sounds lovely. With people like you, it's no wonder we don't bother curing cancer. Next caller, you're on the Wild Traveler.
Yeah, it's funny. You go on and on about other countries, but you live here. America rules, you commie. Eat me.
Well, we've been trying. Tom, you're on the line.
I'm so sick of England. Oh, let's go to the pub. Well, alcohol. We drink a 24-pack in private instead of hanging out in some social setting making a fool of ourselves. People say it's so civilized. They got thousands of years of history. Well, I saw a movie about Europe once and I was disgusted. When people still defecate in their living rooms and cover it up with dirt like a cat. You can't find a decent toilet anywhere. Or a good chicken wing. And the strippers? Overcharged.
Good Lord, you Philistine. You should stay out of England. I hear there is a casino in Ventures that is just like the rest of the world, only with idiots and full of morons like you. Do you want culture or do you want safety? It's your choice. Personally, I want irrigation, the colonic variety. That's a whole different story. Let's go to the phones. Who's on the phones? One. Come on. Call up. Anyone? Couldn't be like this in Peru, I can tell you. There I once made a phone call with 30 boys sitting on my lap. Not because I paid them. They wanted to be there. Or in Mali, where nobody knows what the phone is, and a lot of people have never even heard of plastic surgery. Or the glory hole theme park. There, the glory holes aren't theme parks, I can tell you. It's violent and bloody and authentic. What are you scared of? You wimps! Give me a call! Someone! Please! Hello, you're on Wild Traveler. Where are you?
I'm on a cliff.
How romantic.
I want to jump.
I know what you mean. Jump into the unknown. How can it be a sin if it feels good? Anyway, what's your question?
Why am I here?
I don't know. Why are you there? Where are you? Kenya?
No, I'm in First Club.
Loathsome place. I'd jump if I were you.
I want to go to hell.
Me too. Buy a refrigerator magnet when you get there. On with the show. Any callers? No? Okay, maybe I should hit the travelogue again. This is from my diary in Sri Lanka. For a few rupees a day, I have employed the services of a young... Could be... Avrinda took me deep into jungle. And there we took part in an ancient rite of passage for adolescents on the cusp of adulthood. We hunted each other in game very similar to the ancient games of Kiss Chase I used to play. No! Wrong page. Avrinda has left me. I thought I meant something. But it seems he would rather become a fisherman than follow me in an exotic life of degeneracy and narcotics as my houseboy. I hate myself. Why does this keep happening to me? Hell! Wrong bit again! Where's the page about watching the elephants mate? It being really disturbing and making me slightly jealous for both parties. Hey! Has someone been stealing pages out of my journal? My producer is jealous. He keeps stealing my stuff and lending it to people. Because last week I heard him saying government agents wanted to look at it. What a load of trash. We have a call, finally.
I just want to tell people about a great holiday.
You mean vacation? We call it vacation. What is it? Searching for a yeti in the Himalayas? Learning to play an alpine horn? Hunting for pythons in Africa?
No, Canada.
But what about a young man to peel grapes? What about fine local herbs?
Hey, it's cheap and it's plentiful. Apart from the rent boys.
And what about the food poisoning? What about the starving beggars? What about the political instability and the chance to eat insects?
I don't want foreign. Have you seen the news lately?
Philistine. Well, if you want exotic, go to Hawaii. They still trade in beads there and ride planks rather than motorboats. Time for me to head south again. On the next show, we'll be discussing Amsterdam, Paradise Regained, Morocco, Scotchy Smoke. Till next time, travel safe. I'm James Beeston. This has been...
This is WCTR, committed to bringing you shows like The Wild Traveler, even if we received a cease and desist.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.